Hi, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys.com, home of technical analysis education. Click the link for a free week trial, no credit card required, and gain access to our multiple live broadcasts daily, community chat room, educational videos, nightly watch lists, and more. Invest in your education and future and join the community today. Hey everyone, hope you had a good week heading into the weekend here looking at SPY. Look at how similar these big bear candlesticks look, and look where we're bouncing off of. Our range is very clearly defined on the daily. We've got 214 psychological support. We've bounced around that level, a little bit below it, a little bit above it. But 214.01, 214.04, 213.99, and today 214.19. Look at the wicks. Clearly the bulls are buying the dip around 214, but they clearly can't get over that 50-day moving average resistance, which we have rejected from 5 days in a row, and that's at 215.96. So essentially we can say our range is 214 support and 216 resistance. A close above 216, we're looking up to 217.12, 217.53, and a close below 214, we're looking down to the 100-day moving average support of 212.50. So that's where we're heading going into next week. We're on the verge of a bearish MACD cross, and the weekly time frame has another tight range for us to be watching, the 10-week resistance of 215.83, and the middle Bollinger Band support of 212.87, and come next week, those ranges are going to be even tighter. There is currently about $3 in between them, and come next week, I would estimate we're going to see about maybe $2.20 in between them. We'll have to update those levels first thing on Monday, and next week, if we close above the 10-week, same thing. We're looking for a move up to the 217s, close below the middle Bollinger Band. We're looking down to the 211, 212 range. So very clear on the daily, closing in tighter and tighter, and the odds of buying bullish when you're down at 214 are really nice for risk to reward, and the odds of going bearish when we're at 216 are really nice, and that's a pattern that's been playing out day after day. So let's look at the daily time frame now, or the 5-minute time frame to see today's action. Bullish reaction initially to the data that came out, the non-farm payroll this morning, and we got all the way up to 216.49 and instantly dumped to 215.35, then saw a bounce back up to 216.30, and then we topped out at 216.30 again. So that was a little double high at resistance, and then from there the bears absolutely took over, and the third candlestick in, losing all moving average support on the 5-minute, doesn't need to be more clear than that. That is your bear signal, losing all moving average support after that little top at 216.30, that little double top. And then we set lower highs and lower lows. There was our climax dump down there with a bounce off 214.19, and I personally played some calls, flipped them really quickly on this little 20-25 minute bounce because I was cautious of a bear flag, but I was confident in my entry because I knew that 214 psychological support was there to back me up. So made the entry, made a quick exit, and missed out on all this big bullish move, but some other trading opportunities, if you were already in bearish, you would exit likely on this bullish action here midday, but the signal to flip to a bull, we had our low at 214.19, little short-term bounce, and we did make it all the way up to 214.85 and then pulled back, but we formed a higher low by 6 cents, 214.25, bullish reversal doji, and then as soon as we started to confirm it, we could see big bull volume was coming in here, and we had a big bullish confirmation. So if you made any entry here in the 214.20s, 214.30s, once we started to head up and put your stop loss below the low of the day, you are in for the rest of the day riding this bull move to the upside. And we had a huge breakout here, very quick move from the mid 214s up to the mid 215s, and then heading higher before a little sell off at the end of the day. So there was a nice bear trade in the morning and a bull trade in the afternoon, and depending on how long you wanted to stay in, I personally scalped profits really quickly, like I said, and had I ridden it out and let my stop loss stay in place if the new low of the day were to hit, I would have had much more significant gains, but certainly not complaining, was pleased with the trade and took the profits and moved on from there. So again, very clear levels to be watching tomorrow, or make that next week, and we'll check back in as always. Have a fantastic weekend.